Welcome to Ipob Rapture Media. Ipob press release, May 1st, 2024. Arthur Ease is a security threat to Ndigbo for creating a Fulani settlement in Anambra State. The global family and movement of indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, ably led by the great leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, calls on Anambra State Governor Prof. Chukwuma Soludo and Chief Arthur Ease to stop being a security threat to Ndigbo by evacuating the Fulani terrorists, nicknamed herdsmen, they imported into Enugu Agidi. The attention of Ipob has been drawn to the dangerous situation that Prof. Chukwuma Charles Soludo and Arthur Izena Ukpo have created in Anambra State. The two Fulani puppets have created a community for Fulani terrorists masquerading as herdsmen at Enugu Agidi, opposite Dunukofia LGA headquarters, near Zone 13 police station at Ukpo. These two men are setting up a timed bomb in Anambra State and the entire southeast. What exactly is Fulani Caliphate using to hypnotize or pressure some of the eastern politicians for them to agree to create Fulani communities in the east? The northern region claimed to have land mass 3 times the size of the entire southeast. Why then are they scrambling to create Fulani settlements in many eastern states? Could it be to export and position their terrorists for conquest? Is Fulani settlement an investment or an invitation for anarchy? Relatives and associates of Arthur Ease should warn him to retract his steps. His economic interest should not be placed above the safety and survival of Ndigbo. Arthur Ease has not built any industry in Alaigbo, even with his acclaimed billionaire status. The only investment he is bringing to Ndigbo are Fulani terrorist communities. Arthur Ease is a desperate and insatiable greedy old man who is ready to sacrifice the safety of Anambra citizens to Fulanis for his personal economic gain. Unfortunately, a governor that Ndigbo held at a high esteem, a seasoned economist, and a professor like Charles Soludo, has become a toy in the hands of a Fulani agent called Arthur Ease. Desperation for second term has made Prof. Soludo succumb to pressure from the Fulani hegemony through Arthur Ease. An insatiable greedy man called Arthur Ease claimed he was made rich by the Fulani hegemony and swore to always work for their interest. His only interest is to protect the oil well that he was illegally allocated to him by his Fulani masters. Has Ndigbo asked Arthur Ease what exactly he has been doing for the Fulanis that warrants the Fulanis to reward him with oil blocks? He was made rich to be a channel for Fulani's destabilization of Ndigbo and Nigeria. All well-meaning people of Anambra should rise up now and stop Arthur Ease before he turns Anambra State into a slaughterhouse, just like southern Kaduna. Mr. Arthur Ease must understand that no part of Igbo land will be sold or handed over to Fulani terrorists. He must also understand that the era of anybody selling Ndi Igbo to the northern Fulani oligarchy has been over because Ipob is in charge of Biafra land now and do everything to defend it with the last drop of our blood. Ipob will never allow Arthur Ease to succeed in destroying the homogeneity and safety of Ndigbo. We warn Mr. Arthur Izena Ukpo and Governor Soludo as a matter of urgency to remove and relocate all the Fulani terrorists and cows they imported and camped at Enugu Agidi community at Enugu Agidi, behind Zone 13 police headquarters near Dunukofia LGA headquarters immediately. Those imported terrorists must be sent back to where they came from or have the ESN to contend we don't care what any of you may put in place there to protect them. We are also warning the Anambra State Governor Chukwuma Soludo and his government to stop playing politics with the security of Anambra indigents and Biafra people. Governor Soludo must stop the likes of Arthur Ease from endangering Anambrans for his selfish economic interests. We remind Governor Soludo that politics for second term must not be played with the life of Anambra residents. The nefarious activities of the Fulani terrorists masquerading as herdsmen in Anambra State, especially within Dunukofia, Awka North, South Orumba North and South local government areas, is unbecoming. Since Governor Soludo stood helpless while Arthur Ease imported armed murderous Fulanis with cows into Enugu Agadi, kidnapping, raping, killings, forceful disappearance and farm destruction in Anambra State has increased. The Fulani terrorists, aka herdsmen menace in the southeast, must be checkmated by ESN, irrespective of state government and federal government sabotage. The unwarranted attack against ESN by the Joint Task Force of Nigeria Security, while countering Fulani herdsmen' destruction of farmlands on Saturday the 20th of April 2024, should not repeat. ESN will not fail to retaliate against any attacks if provoked. ESN will do everything necessary to protect Biafrans and Biafra land. Comrade Emma, Powerful Media and Publicity Secretary for Ipob.